Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting the adventure of separating the body from the chassis on the 63 Ragtop. Alright guys, so as you can see, we've got the 63 Rag in position in the lift. The arms are set. We're ready to go up. I've kicked Jay's Agave Ragtop outside because it was in the way. And the 63 Rag made room. So, arms are set, ready to go up. We're going to start working the magic on the pan bolts because I know they're going to be tough to get off. So let's get working on that. So guys, we're up in the air. Let's see what we got. Not bad. It's not bad. This floor is not terrible. We've got some stuff happening. If we take our official Bodyman's pick hammer, I'm sure we'll... For all the folks in Connecticut, I'm sorry, I'm giving you flashbacks to the DMV inspection lane. Fail! It's a fail. That would pass. I mean, overall, it's no better or worse than the 67 was, and that's a trophy winner. So, I'm never going to stop talking about that. We got a hole in the muffler. No wonder it was so loud. Fail. Thermostat in the closed position still. That's worth about $500. Yes, sir. So, let's start working magic. I'm going to spray these with Blaster. Maybe get some supper. And I've realized now that there's two bolts right here that have to get sprayed with something. I might be able to go in right here. Yes, sir, I think I will. The ones on top side I've already sprayed. We're only going to take the chassis bolts out on the lift, then drop it down. Alright guys, so we're up in the air. They've been soaking. I had dinner. Let's see if they are loose. Got a regular ratchet wrench here. We'll start at the back. I don't know how well you can see it. That's the problem. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, let's just unthread it right now. Yeah, no problems here. Ready for a ruckus? Oh yeah. Well, got something in my eye. Oh yeah, where now? That went shockingly smooth. Let's go to the other side. So we got them all out except for the two on this side. And I don't think they're going to be a problem, considering the way I intend on getting this vehicle apart. So, let's continue. Couple more things holding it on. These 17mm head threading to the chassis. We'll get those out. Some up front. I don't think there's any. I mean, there's the one under the rear seat. Those three. Alright, let's just have an adventure here. This one, I'd like to not strip or snap or whatever. I don't want anything to happen to that one. So we're just going to soak that real quick. We'll go to the other side and play with that one. Alright guys, if my calculations are correct, these two bolts are the last ones holding the body to the chassis. So let's get these out of here. This whole front bumper thing is in my way though. Alright guys, so before we lift the body off the chassis, take out the last few remaining bolts. I want to brace the car up. So I went down, I got some 3/4 inch angle iron, 2 turnbuckles. We're going to make some braces for the side door, and then one to span across between to hold it widthwise. And the turnbuckle is going to allow us to adjust the door opening if we need to, and that'll be good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this piece in half. This is a 48-inch section. Put the turnbuckle in the middle, put it in the car, zap it with the welder, should be good to go. I feel safe already. Gold. Alright, so we got the Yes Welder MIG set up. Pushed a Miller out of the way to get it, if that'll tell you anything. Got it set up hopefully for right around the same thickness. 3mm I put it, this is 1/8 inch. It's fine if it's a little hot, it's not going to burn anything. So let's tack this on. This table needs a thing. Jeez. Get that out of the way, I don't want to burn that. Metric tape measure. Okay. Alright. I don't think that's going anywhere. Never know though. Alright guys, so we got them welded up. As you can see, turnbuckles in place. So now we're going to flip around to the car, get them welded in. I can't do math, so I didn't have enough metal to go across the car widthwise, because that's, you know, just what happens. So we're going to have to deal with that. I don't think it's going to flex widthwise. The firewall is still attached, and all the rear cross bracing is attached. So there's really nothing for it to do. I will get one welded in before the channels are cut out, but I'm doing this for the doors mainly and to be ahead of the game. So let's get that set in there and ready to go. So let's get this welded in now that it's supporting itself. Front is there's a lot more surface area to weld. Alright guys, so we got the braces welded in on both sides. Like I said, we don't have a cross brace just yet, but that's fine for now. I was able to get this nice and tight, tighten it a little more, but obviously you can kind of see the whole point of this now. Right now it's pretty tight. It'll be even tighter if the brace across, because it won't be able to do that. Now if you needed to widen the door gap, you would just do that and it would push them apart. Pretty nifty. So, here's my plan. I'm going to grab it right around here and maybe a little forward on the lift. So there. And we'll grab it in the corner window. And we'll go from there. So, bring it up. So this is going to hit very soon here. So let me swing this. So this is going to have to hit on this basically. Make sure it's going to hit over there anyway. Then, oh yeah, that's hitting there. Cool. This will bring in. Jay's going to come in here. He doesn't know that I've gotten this far. He's going to come in here. He's going to see it. And he's going to be... I don't know what he's going to be. He did say that he had no plans for the 58 this week. So I heard that as, I don't need the lift this week. You ready? I'm ready. Seems violent. Oh, but it's coming up. It is. For sure coming up. Yes. We are separated there. What is holding it up here? Something's holding it at the front. Okay, let's try now. Well guys, the body's off. This is a major accomplishment. I remember doing this on the 67. It was a very exciting time. No less exciting today. It was a little forceful. Well guys, the body is back on the ground, but it's still in the lift area, and there's a reason for that. Jay was cool enough to provide us with a body dolly. So now, we can get it off of the floor rollers and onto a working height roller. Look at that. So here's the new plan. I roll the car a little more forward and I can maneuver the arms into the actual car. You see here. And that way the arms are actually contacting the body and not the piece of wood. And then I ran down to the local Harbor Freight, picked up this garden pad and cut it into pieces. And I'm putting those on top of the lift arms just in case. I don't think they do any damage really, but if they did, I'd be sad. So that should hopefully fix that. But I've got it in all four corners, so let's send it up. Should be fun. Now we just figure out where it goes. Should be just like that, probably. Let's see. What's the worst thing that happened? Look at that! Body on dolly. Well guys, we got the body off of the chassis onto this dolly that Jay provided. Now we have all this access to things that need repaired. It's a lot nicer than when we did the 67. This car is going to be so much nicer than that car, in my opinion. We have plenty of room to work on the chassis, plenty of room to work on the body. We're inside. All these marks are being hit. So now we can start working on the chassis. We're going to get the engine off, hopefully get the seats out. They might be a little tough. They've been on there for 60 years, but we'll see. But this restoration is going to be super cool. If you haven't seen the other videos in the series, I suggest you check them out. There's going to be a playlist over there for you to watch. This car's got a really cool story with me personally, so it's really cool for me to be able to bring it back to its former glory. White, red sunroof cover. Definitely original in my opinion. But anyway guys, that's going to wrap this video up. Until next time, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.